Alright, here we're going to take a look at the final exam review. I think we'll do the first 3 questions in this first video here. The answer to the first question, contrary to popular belief, is not false, and the reason for that is that the question is not a true or false question. In fact, it's asking us which set of numbers has a larger standard deviation. If you recall, standard deviation is a measure of spread, and it tells us how spread out a data set is. If I look at this first set of numbers here, I notice that there's a few numbers out here at the extreme values, 10, 10, 8, 9, 1, 1, 2, 3. So there's sort of, if I were to look between 1 and 10, there are 4 values kind of right out here. And there's 4 values over here. So this set looks fairly spread out. This second data set, if I look between 1 and 10, they're kind of uniformly spread out all the way across here, several right in the middle, and a couple more out here. So in fact, if I were to look at these, it looks like these are more spread out, more of them are spread out than the second set. So the first set, A, has the larger standard deviation. Alright, the second set here, or the second question, we're going to compute the 5-number summary for each of the sets of data above. If you remember, the 5-number summary is the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and the max. So we'll start with the easy ones, min and max. Minimum's 1, max is 10. Next I look for the median because I need to know the middle in order to get the quartiles. So if I look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 data points. So I would need to split the list into half. If I look, I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the middle's right in here. So I need to average the 3 and the 8 to get the median. 3 plus 8 is 11, divided by 2 is 5.5. The median's right here. Next question, or next piece of the question, is for the quartile. Q1, I need to take the median of the lower half, and if I look, there are 4 data points in the lower half. The middle would be the place that cuts it in half, and so it would be right between the 1 and the 2, so that would be a 1.5. Now most data sets are not quite this symmetric, and that's okay, but this one, there's also 4 data points on the upper half. So if I split it in half, the middle's right between the 9 and the 10, so I average those to get a 9.5. So my 5-number summary is 1, 1.5, 5.5, 9.5, and 10. Do remember that if there were an odd number, so suppose I had the number 5 in this list, then the middle would be the 5, but when I go to compute the quartiles, I leave that number out since it's not in either half. Alright, and just to check, for the second list, the min and the max are 1 and 10. The median, if I split it in half, is 5. And then if I split this in half, there's 4 numbers here. Middle would be 2.5. And the upper half would be 8.5. So it actually looks fairly similar to the other set. Next, we're going to look at all the graphs that can be used to summarize quantitative data. Nothing special here. The ones we've learned about are histograms, dot plots, box plots. I suppose you could use scatter plots, although that is more for 2 quantitative variables. And I think those are the main ones we have worked with. Alright, you'll go to the next video to answer the remaining questions.